Hi there. Here's a demonstration of an accounting sheet I made for a Chinese band. This sheet's purpose is to lessen the burden of having to manually count tips they get at the end of the week and make it easier for them to share between members. Also, I added some things like a chart and trackers and a report table. So let's start with the area adding record to the database. So this one. Basically, what it does is store entry to database sheet, and whatever the changes made here will affect our trackers and our charts depending on the corresponding data currency. So for example, like you see here, there's inputted amount to 100, and then it's in USD. And then I put the date to April 4, 2024, and then I put no because it hasn't been, let's assume it hasn't been distributed yet. So this one will automatically populate. By the way, for the week number here, it's not actually the week number based on the year. I mean based on 1 year, but it's actually based on when we started. So the formula here is not based on week num. It's actually based on our starting date. So it's gonna keep counting even if the year refreshes. So it's gonna beyond week 52, it's gonna keep counting to 53, 54, 55. But I can also make a dashboard that will reflect according to which month, which week of the year it is. So for this one, they actually just need to indicate how many weeks they've been working, and in that week how much they've been earning in the tips. So when you submit this one, so this is by the way running in script. So when you submit it, it's supposed to go to the database. And then as you can see, our trackers finally have reacted to it. So our daily report now, right here below, shows the latest tips that you have inputted or added to the record database. So this is only for counter checking, the one below, all total counter check. So then in this section here is a total tracker between two dates. So it is verbatim. You have to select the beginning date and end date that you wish to view the total. So for example, I want to view the total amount of tips the band had from February 1 to March 26. So as you can see, also the values have changed. So let's say for example I want to see March 5 to 26, 5 6 to 26. So that's it. And right below is the current total of undistributed tips which are pending for distribution, and right below it is the per person share. So this one. Tracker which can change depending on the indicated divisor, which means the amount of people sharing the pool of tips. So you can indicate the divisor. So for example, you have 8 people who's gonna be sharing the tips who is in the band. So it's gonna change its value as well according to the total here. Okay. So right in this section is the chart trends. These are pretty self-explanatory. You just have to indicate which week you want the trend to start in. So for example, I want to see from our week 25. So as you can see, it populates week 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 with the corresponding dates. And actually, they requested for the dates to for the week count rather to start every Tuesday to Monday, because the beginning of their week work is actually on Tuesdays, and then they have day offs on Mondays. So as you can see, November 14 is a Tuesday, November 21 is also a Tuesday, and this was 2023 as indicated here. So yeah, so that's it. Also, they have tips in Kamai Reel, so it's also here. And the next is the reports table. So reports table automatically indicates if the latest week indicated in the chart value has increased or dipped. So this is what I'm talking about. So for example, you see from week 28 it's 100 $1,465, and week 29, the latest week, is 630. So in the reports table, it will be indicated that the combined tips, actually it adds also the Kamay Reel and converted via Google Finance formula. So it adds up to the total. So combined tips for week 29 were 662.19 USD, and then it will also indicate how many percent it has dipped. So for example, it has an increase. So let's go to week 26, I guess. Week 26. Yeah. So as you can see, it changed. It actually says increase from week 29. So week 30 increased 64.43% from week 29. So right over here indicates mm, uh, this one indicates which week actually has the highest, I mean which value in a selected month of weekly tips has the highest value. So for example, this is March. So in March, 1,195 is actually the highest they've uh, they've they've acquired so far. And also in Kamay Reel, it's 680,000 Kamay Reel. So for example, I want to change it to month of February. So you can select below here, you can select any dates of February. It doesn't matter. It's just gonna have to be February. And then as you can see, for the whole month of February, for 4 weeks in February, the highest tip they got on those 4 weeks was 1,255. So yeah. And then the last demonstration I want to show you is the breakdown for easier distribution. This one actually eliminates the need for counting two changes that are usually hard to distribute. You know, like the 1 point something, the decimal numbers. And then instead, you can indicate a whole bill amount. So for example, this one, instead of having the original tip 174.37 and then the original tip of Kamay Reel, which is 22,250, I opt to give them 175, which has no change. Also 30,000. By change, I mean like the point something. I hope you can get the what I mean. And then what this does is it deducts the original tip to the amount I'm giving, and then the change is then added here. Same here. So this is actually gonna be sent to my bank or to their bank, or whoever is doing the distribution. And then yeah, that's it.